Interesting article we're going through here talking about Christianity on the decline and eventually becoming a minority religion in what used to be the majority religion in the United States. Up to 90%, as we saw in this article, according to Pew Research, of people identified as being Christian just 20 years ago, not that long ago. But nowadays, it's not the case. It's not the case. And one of the things we were talking about is what is causing this trend. I mentioned technology, but it's really not the technology itself. In and of itself, technology is not bad. The question is, what are we doing with it? Of course, right now, I love technology. I love listening to Catholic radio. I love listening to different Catholic shows, different reading from different Catholic authors, and I can do all that through technology. I can get on the internet and find so many different things. Gosh, back in the day, I'd have to go scrounge around for a radio if I wanted to listen to a radio show. Well, now I can just go on somebody's website and listen to their radio show there right on this one machine, this computer that has access to the internet. That's amazing. That's wonderful. When we have been taught or been educated to direct our focus to our faith. But the reality is, our youth nowadays, where are we at as far as teaching them the faith? What is it that they want to find when they go in to the internet? Are they really focused on thinking, gosh, what's going to be good for my soul? Or do they focus more on, gosh, I want to play video games? Or they can get into some really bad websites, some very simple websites. This is also a vehicle for very easy access to pornography. It used to be that for men, and they were suffering from this, if they had this temptation to go watch pornography, well, they'd have to go find it somewhere. It wasn't this easy. Now it's coming to you. Now it's right there. Now there's nobody. You don't have to go to what used to be called a red light district or a questionable store. You don't have to go anywhere. It's just right there for you to find. Well, what's going to happen with that? One of the things I would say is the other thing that's switching over or making a switch over or veer away from Christianity or allowing people to say that they are the nuns is definitely when we abandon our faith, when we don't focus on our faith, we don't make it our priority, all of a sudden other things become priorities or other things can sneak in there, such as people start to say, well, why not look at the occult? Why not look at other religions? What does, the Catholic Mass, it's so boring. It doesn't give me anything. I'm sitting there, I get nothing out of it. I want to get something out of my religion or my practice or something that I'm going to do. It better be worthwhile. So a lot of people turn to the occult. A lot of people turn to reading horoscopes. A lot of people put their hope in these things, which is against our first commandment. Obviously, our hope should be in God and only God. But our energy, if we're not feeling fulfilled, if we don't understand the religion, if we're not in a place where we say, hey, this is important and I need to follow this religion because this is where the truth lies, this is where the truth of Jesus Christ lies, and that means something. What does that mean? If we don't have that in our hearts, it's very easy to say, I'm going to find something where I'm going to get quick results. Well, if I go to the curandero down the street, they told me that they're going to, rub an egg over me and some herbs and some leaves. They're going to say some spells. They're going to do different things. And right away, I'm going to see effects of somebody's going to fall in love with me, or I'm going to get more money, or I need this fixed right away. My loved one, they're sick in the hospital. I want them to get better. Let me see what my horoscope says. I know that if I follow something, then I'm going to see effect and change in my life. But the sad part is that we've lost that hope in Christianity. We've lost that sense of patience and saying, what is the truth and where am I going to get my healing from? Where am I going to get my rewards from? When we don't have that sense, if we're not teaching that to our young folks, I'm not surprised that they're running to something else. We have to lead by our example. For those of us who are in any way shocked or surprised by an article like this, we got to say, wow, Christianity is on the decline. What am I doing to keep it alive? What am I doing to say, hey, this is important. I want other people to realize that this is important. Well, it's a question we have to ask ourselves. That's for sure.